We got a lot of weird stuff going on here in Florida. I don't know if you've noticed. But because of all the weird behavior, especially back in the day, they tried to make it illegal. They thought maybe that would stop all the nut jobs in Florida, but it's not even put a dent in the craziness. And then I guess they made these laws, and then they just didn't take them off the books. They just stopped observing them and arresting people for them, but they're still there in many instances.
There's some weird laws about sex that
Yeah, there is.
and we're talking regular common practices that a lot of people are doing. Then they go, no, can't do that in Florida.
Show me on Kevin.
Kevin, do I have consent?
No. There are several ones. In fact, I think just living with somebody until I think they finally wiped that off the books like in the last year or two in Florida, but it was illegal to cohabitate with somebody you weren't married to.
Wow.
Yeah. It's
Talk
been around
about,
for a while.
okay, catch up to the times.
Yeah.
So if you were a flat top cop and had an axe to grind with somebody, could you go to a house and go, you're breaking the law, and then you bring that to your chief and they go, dude, you're being an idiot? Is that what would happen?
They'd have to figure out, who's going to be pressing charges against it. It probably was something, the reason why it got brought to the attention was somebody tried to use it. That's often what happens. Somebody will find a crazy law like that and they'll use it. Imagine if you got cheated on or, your wife was living with another dude and you're like going, oh, so happens that's illegal in the state of Florida. And then you press charges and
lock her
an
up.
issue. And then it usually winds its way up to the Supreme Court and they got to decide if it's a law they want to keep on the books or not. And they can overrule it.
And hopefully the judge goes, gosh, this is stupid. No, get out of my court. Get out of my state.
But then you got to overturn that law, right? You got to decide, okay, this is a stupid law. We sound like we're living in the 1800s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so that's what it is. So a lot of these laws, people ignored and that no one would ever arrest you for it. But some of them still remain on the books. Others have been tested and then tossed out.
I wish we were on the podcast because I would give you the knowledge that I know about certain acts one can't do to another.
Well, one law I can say that's on the books here in Florida, and it should be, it is illegal to have sexual relationships with a porcupine.
But if you're feeling froggy,
and it feels like that should be.
As it should be.
Yeah, I'm not going to contest that one.
I think we should make sure that one stays on the books.
Yeah, let's keep that where it is. It's probably a good idea.
even just first base with one of those is going to be tricky.
You shouldn't be doing nothing with a porcupine other than looking at it.
Yeah. They do have some weird animal laws here in Florida, and this makes sense. In Key West, chickens are considered a protected species. You see them walking around all over the place.
They are beloved, and you
Yeah.
can't mess with them. Like, you can take their picture and stuff, but you're supposed to be nice to them.
Do I got to text Philip from Butch Chicken and say, dog, we got an issue?
That's why there's no Bud's Chicken on the Key West.
Donkeys may not be kept in bathtubs.
Donkey rule!
Yeah.
Law! I told you donkey!
Yeah.
Sorry, I get excited.
This guy's
He's
pumped,
so
huh?
donkey jazzed.
Wow.
Come on. Six beers in.
You're 5 beers. Okay, now you're five
There
and a
you
half.
go. There you go, baby.
Oh!
He's pouring all
She
over
has
himself.
6
Oh, it's all
beers.
gone.
Wow.
Look at that. That's
What
good.
what a champion.
He is, right? Isn't it inspiring?
It's actually kind of depressing. No, it is. I'm seeing my playback with my nipple hanging out. My body looks terrible. I'm drunk on a Tuesday.
All right,
no,
let's
here
turn
we
this
go.
around.
Oh, here we go.
You're a champion. You just fought and won for a world record.
You're right. I'm a champion.
We said you couldn't do it in less than 45 seconds, and you know what you did? You did it in less than 45 seconds.
That's when
36.
That's when you know you are at a very low point in your life when Virginia's giving you a Braveheart speech.
When she feels she needs to pick you up.
And
Yeah.
she's legit trying to be positive.
Right, I know.
And it's about your drinking prowess.
yeah.
Whatever, baby. I'm in my prime. I'm having a great time. Yeah.
I know you are, Nipples. I'm drinking it in.
Another weird Florida law feels like this should be on the books as well. It is illegal to fish while driving across a bridge. Seems like a good rule. Apparently, at some point, somebody cast a line while driving over a bridge and tried to fish in the time it takes to drive over it.
And
That's just not safe.
That's illegal.
And you're over there acting like you don't understand that. At some point in your life, you kind of get that, don't you?
I don't understand the fishing world, but I do understand motor vehicle safety, and that doesn't seem like a good idea.
No, it's a terrible idea. But if you're dumb and 19, let's let's cast it out to the ocean right now as we're driving.
Yeah. Apparently, another weird law in Florida, it is illegal to expel flatus in a public place after 6 p.m. on a Thursday.
Flatus?
That would be a fart, Virginia. You can't fart in public after 6 p.m. on a Thursday here in Florida.
What?
Yeah. Crazy, right?
I'm going to break that law tomorrow.
Yeah, no doubt.
I know there's no law about that during the morning show.
And you cannot eat cottage cheese after 6 p.m. on Sundays.
I mean, you want to talk some flatus. Give me some cottage cheese.
Whoa.
If I was the strongest person in the government, I would outlaw cottage cheese.
Oh, you
It's
would?
so
Okay.
good, though.
America would no longer have cottage cheese if I was in charge.
I love it.
Cottage cheese lovers, your day is over.
Yeah. Couple of odd, weird Florida laws here about performing. One, it's illegal to sing while wearing swimwear in public. And it's also prohibited to dance to music without a license.
It seems ridiculous.
What?
Right? That's some footloose stuff right there.
Yeah. What are we doing here?
I guess dancing at some point in our country was really downed upon. People looked at it as
That's sexy.
yeah, the
Racy,
devil.
yeah.
Forbidden.
If you're moving them legs, you are fertilizing them eggs.
Legs and eggs.
Yeah.
It took me a minute
Right.
to rhyme that.
They didn't like it. They didn't like it. Don't do it. And in West Palm Beach, the roofs of all outhouses must be fireproof. Huh.
I
Okay.
guess that's good if you don't want it to catch on fire while you're in there making a big dookie.
That's probably what happened. Honestly, somebody probably burned to death taking a dump, and it became a law.
I got a weird
What
thing.
a terrible way to go, right?
Terrible way to
Oh
go.
my gosh.
I mean, already you're in an outhouse.
Yeah.
Those things can't smell great.
No.
There's something weird with me and my schedule. And no matter what time I go to Publix, I always go to Publix and go into the deli line where the fire department is ordering subs. It's happened to me, I'm not kidding you, Virginia, 8 out of 10 times at Publix. Fire department. Am I just losing the entire audience right
I
now?
think they're just getting lunch, bruh.
But at 3, then at 1, then at 2, every time I go to fire,
There's a bunch of different fire departments.
and they all love Publix subs?
I think everybody loves public subs.
Yeah, it's not a phenomenon.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Yeah. And finally here, another weird Florida law. The penalty for horse theft is death by hanging.
That should be enforced. With all these people out here stealing horses and then cooking them for horse meat, which really is upsetting.
What?
Yeah, it's a thing.
What do you mean?
People are stealing horses and cooking them and making horse meat. People's pets are getting stolen from their farms. It's a real thing.
You know about this?
Yeah, Virginia
Yeah.
had a couple rants about a year or so ago.
My
she had some
girlf-
friends that had that happen to them.
My girlfriend runs Rescue Life, which is a whole rescue farm that rescues all kinds of animals, not just horses, but they love horses. And this is a big problem in the horse community. People are sneaking on in the middle of the night, stealing horses, and then slaughtering them for the meat. It's terrible. And I think the people should be hung if they get caught.
And that's why
Okay.
you have such a long face right now. Thank you for doing improv with the drunk guy. I appreciate it.
I'm here for the drunk guy.
Thank you for saving me.